The frequency is choosy, and there's always a reason to choose up. They always give you, you know what I mean, a reason to choose up, man. They say, hey, let's write Mother's Day on the calendar. Then all of them will do stuff on this day. Now think about it, so-called Negro. These goons, you know what I'm saying, came and they put your mothers upside down and poured poison down there. And let them hang upside down, then mutilated and raped them. Chopped them up, ate them. But you think they care about your mother? You think when they write Mother's Day on the calendar, they talking about your mama, so-called Negro? You think that's your calendar, so-called Negro? Remember, you're the copper-colored race that's found here. And yeah, you need to be proud of that. Don't let no one take your joy, man. When you wake up and you become and you are, you say, man. So y'all just found me here. Turn my land into plantations. Had us working our own land that we owned. But now they're managing it. And who's managing the managers? Who's managing the managers? But now they put this day on the calendar, Father's Day, Mother's Day. And you got engraved in Paleo Hebrew in Los Lunas, New Mexico. Honor, you glorify your mother and your father above. The 9 commandments written there, is it a mistake or is it something about the number 9? And when they take something and they give it to you back and they say, here's your word, it's in English. And you know about spells, then now there's spells put all over your English word. And all you can do as an awakened individual is look at this English spell. Or go back into, you know, your Hebrew, you know what I'm saying, start deciphering it, beautiful thing. But you gotta get out of the spell. You gotta get the dig and you gotta get the shovel and you gotta get the digging on it, man, and getting deeper. And what you'll find is that there is foundational legend. There is foundation to all of who you are. That who you are is not a myth or a hoax, but you gotta go deeper than a psychology or ideology. You just have to sit there and look around and just look at your trees and say, wow. Look at your mountains that were trees and say, wow. Is this, you know, am I looking at a mountain that was a tree? Is that a myth, or am I literally looking at a tree stump? I mean, seriously. I know, I mean, you know, you could laugh at it. But when you look up and these mountains are trees and they're cut off, and you know that there's something bigger than you. There's something that exists, you know, the frequency that's awakening you. And you're thinking you're a myth, and you're looking at giant trees everywhere. And you start factoring in your oxygen deprivation and say, damn, what happens if 2 billion brain cells were not died up, you know, did not die off as soon as I was born? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what happens when you're born. At least 1 billion brain cells die because of oxygen deprivation. So if half of your brain cells die because they have no oxygen, what would happen when your mountains were trees and you had oxygen? The oxygen levels. You're not just talking about being twice as smart with twice the brain cells, because each one of those has about 50,000 connections apiece. So take 50,000, multiply it times 1 billion. That would be how you would be functioning. Written word, writing. Why would you need writing with that much connectivity? And what connects? Who connects your ingredients? Who gives you prudence? Who gives you fortification? Who gives you justice? What does it say in the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8-9? Who gives you prudence? Who gives you fortitude? Who fortifies you? Who gives you the connection? Wisdom, your mother, your framer. And whose frequency are you in? He who begets sons. Whose seed, whose frequency are you in? Oh, wow. See, this unity, this house, is what we emulate in our own house. The mother that connects thing, that makes the house a home, that makes everything, you know what I'm saying, flow and connect. And the law, the vibration, the law of the Father, when they're present, that's the importance of separating you into ideologies. But they found you here, so-called Negro, and they found your Paleo-Hebrew here, and they brought a Hebrew interpreter to find you, and we're just talking Utah, Utah. We're just talking Peru, Jerusalem. We're just talking Cuzco in the city of David. We're just talking Hebron, Bolivia. We're just making the connections with King Solomon and Prester John in South America and the Mexica. And which came first, the Mexica or the Inca? Love the AD. Man, surfing the wave. My brother said, man, you know, could this all be connected with this Genghis Khan thing? Could the Genghis Khan situation have hijacked the Inca? And the Inca now came in this hijack on the Mexica, the Moses, the Mexica, the Meshi, the Mexican, Moshi, Moses, Mozaka. Surf the wave, man. So I love y'all. I'm just vibing, man. Stop giving them your days. And all my mothers out there. You might, you know what I'm saying, man, it's Mother's Day. It's all about me. Just that energy right there. It's all about me. Let you know it's not from your creator. Your creator never gave you one day to be all about you. Every time you come together and you celebrate, you are always celebrating for the community. Every time you come together, you're always celebrating for the whole. You're never about me on my birthday. My birthday. Me. Party, you know what I'm saying? You know, YOLO. You only live once. You know what I'm talking about? Party till like today's the last. You know what I'm talking about? Party till it's over. All that shit is hijacked. Party like it's the last day. YOLO. You only live once. Who thinks like that? Mother's Day. Oh, it's all about yo mama today. Buy a bunch of shit. Run up. You know what I'm saying? Go do all this shit. Is that your culture, or do they bring it to you? And when you get to the real, and you say, man, is this my culture? Is this my culture, or was it brought to me? As if I have no culture. But no, you have a very rich culture, and you have your own days and your own feasts, and I guarantee they're about the community. I guarantee, you know what I'm saying, when we go hijack free with our harvest season, you know what I'm saying, when we talk Passover, we talk these things, outside of their Judaism, we're just talking about a harvest, a migration, celebrating a point that your creator gave you freedom. And those are the points that we drop. Those are the points that we celebrate. The freedom, the movement, to remind you that you're a community, and that your community has protection, and that you have order. Every one of your days is to remind you of your frequency and your order. Now, what's the frequency of Mother's Day? What is it? What's the order of it? All right, so we got to choose up. What's the order of Father's Day? It got nothing to do with your frame and shape of your mother, your father. It got nothing to do with wisdom. All female energy is not wisdom. Wisdom is above the barrier. Their feminine energy is the celestial. Yours is above the barrier. So when they write Mother's Day on the calendar and you say, yep, let's go, you're giving it energy, and you're increasing your captivity. You're increasing the spell, the spelling, you're increasing it. Let your boys off the hook. Mothers, let your sons off the hook. Get them, release them from that spell so that they don't feel like shit, because they want to keep the Most High's word that says, look, don't fall on these pagan rituals. These are rites. Check out Getting to the Root of It All. He's dropping all that on Mother's Day, man. I'm just getting in your ear bone right quick. Hollering into your cochlea right quick. Stop jamming your sons up, mamas, and know that it's about me day is a psychology that's enslaving your children. It's enslaving you. Fathers, let your children off the hook on Father's Day. Every day is your day. Every day you see your children in your community is your day. You never have a day to worship any one of your family members, not even yourself on your birthday. Every day is Hawa. Every day is your community. That's your unity. That reminds you that you're together. Not the separate me, isolated duality shit. Not the 440 that separates. Is it 440? Does Mother's Day separate? Oh, nah, man, because I get to hang out with my mom, man, because she's just, yada, yada. Does it separate? Does it separate? Does it create unity, true unity? Or is it, no, just about this and that? Nah, man, every day that you came as a festival brought everybody together. It wasn't just like, nah, just this and this and this and this. It was a everybody thing. Now you have your own thing. You do your own thing. That's the thing, is that every day you can celebrate. Go out with your mama any day. Go out with your daddy any day. Hook them up with whatever gifts of love and joy that you want to share, but never feel like you're trapped in a spell. And every year at the same time, on the same day, you got to be disappointed, or you got to just show off how well someone treated you. Does it separate, or does it unify? A lot of times people just say, oh, okay, well, this is what my peoples did. On my birthday, I did this. You know what I'm saying? Gives you something to brag about, something to boast about. That's not you. That's not your frequency, people. All that does is feed the energy of the hijack. When they go in their churches and they sing, their cathedrals are all already, their harmonics, their organs are all tuned to that 440, man. And you might be singing all through your soul, Jesus, and all that is going right in 440, because their architecture is built to, you know what I'm saying, get that, you know, specific frequency out of the voice, out of the vocals, to tune up. Just like the King's Chamber in the Pyramid of Giza is in 440, these cathedrals is in 440, and your days are in 440, your calendar is in 440. And when we say vibration awareness, we're breaking through the 440. We're breaking through the barrier. So choose up. Choose your mother. Choose your mother. And when you celebrate this mother, this Isis, this Ishtar, the same Ishtar, the same mother of heaven that they're calling Queen Mother of Heaven. Amen. Choose your mama. Choose your mama. Because today, you didn't just hang out with moms. You were worshiping the Queen Mother of Heaven. And that's what they brought to you, their pagan rituals, and they wrote them in your calendars, and you say, yep, I'm a slave, let's go. But you know Moshe would not be rocking with that mother's bullshit. And you would not be making your sons and daughters feel terrible for not wanting to follow that bullshit. So that they can creatively come together with the day and say, yeah, let's take care of moms today. Let's do this today. Let's do extra today on this. Be creative, man. Make up your own. You know, stop following. It's time to wake up. Come out of her. Stop following and just take charge of your energy. Stop feeling like it's necessary to give it away. I love y'all. I love you tomorrow, and I love you today. You know what I mean? And we're going to come together, man. We're going to keep doing this, man. And you know what I'm saying? Just reminders, frequency reminders. I love y'all. Stay up, suit up, choose up.